Rebel salute to everyone out there, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, enemies, and comrades. How are you doing in this Monday? This is Kenya Revolutionary. Find me on YouTube today, okay? Anyway, the topic today, as you can see, El Nino Money gone, another scandal. Kabogo pretends to be a patriot now that Uhuru Kenyatta is not the president. He was at Spice FM crying, saying that Uhuru pretended to be his friend and turned on him. He wasn't given the EHG, whatever the case is, AGH. Who bloody cares? Kabogo, you are not a saint. Kabogo is a criminal. I don't know how this guy became a governor. He should be speaking on public places. But anyway, there's something I want to start with before I get to the El Nino Money gone, or whether I have to, before I start to going in on Kabogo. There's something pretty shocking from David D, who is the top economic advisor for William Ruto. Let's read what he said. I don't know if this is true because I was shocked beyond nature, because this shows absolutely, I mean, this guy is, I don't know, the amount of hubris, arrogance by this guy. If it's true, this is what he wrote, then I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let's just read what he said. Okay, let me just go through it. In case you want to join the live, please go to the chat. If you want to join me in the studio, there's the link. The link is right there on the chat. Feel free, turn on your camera, volume, everything, and get in if you want to join the discussion. I will be here for roughly 30 minutes max. Okay, so ingia useme yako moja mbili tatu, and then we'll take it from there. But anyway, that's the link. It's on the chat, so feel free to join in. If you don't want to join in, that's fine. You can sit there, listen, or watch this later as I ramble, rant, and waffle about what's going on. Okay, let's start with David D. Let's start with David D. Initially, actually, let me just tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, before I go in on David D. I wanted to address this in a certain way. I always think that the problem with Kenya, as Kenyans, in Kenya, and even in diaspora, is that there's a mythification of these political personalities, and we trivialize politics, making it seem like it's entertainment. We fail to understand that the decision that these idiots that we vote for, that don't do their job, is the reason why we are still in the state in which we are. Corruption is running amok because the people are not standing up and holding these public officials responsible. It's scandal after scandal after scandal, and they keep on piling up. ESCCs acts like they're doing something. They're not doing anything. I don't know what they get paid for. The senators, MCAs, MPs, what are these guys getting paid for? Okay? So before I even get to this El Nino stuff, let me start with David D, because David D's issue is more shocking than anything. What he tweeted and what he said, it kind of highlights his attitude towards his position as the president's economic advisor. Okay, so let me read what he said, because this is very, very interesting. This is I'm reading a quote that was from Tuko. Tuko is a website, a news website, I guess. And I hope this is fake, because it's appalling to say the least. Okay. So here's what David Indy said. I quote. Okay. Why? Listen carefully. Why will I keep the job if someone else can do it better? I'm helping to deliver a radical manifesto I wrote. The country does not need me. I don't need it either. I've said it many times. I'm not doing this for anyone but for myself. I will read it again. And I'll keep on reading down because there's more into this abomination. If you know what I mean. Let me just take a sip before I read it again, because I think you didn't hear me. Let me read what David D said again. He says, why would I keep the job if someone else can do it better? I'm helping to deliver a radical manifesto I wrote. The country does not need me. I don't need it either. I've said it many times. I'm not doing it for anyone but for myself. He goes on to say this. Okay? And remember, this is the chairperson of the President's Council of Economic Advisors. This is what he's saying. He continues. I'll keep on. This is just more than appalling. He says this. I'm not a patriot or a nationalist or whatever. I am a self-interested citizen living the life of my choice. As to whether the rest of you live or die, I could care less. I won't keep a job if the client isn't satisfied. Wow. David D. Let me read the last part one more time because I don't think you got what he said. He said, I am not a patriot and I'm not a nationalist or whatever. I am a self-interested citizen living the life of my choice. As to whether the rest of you live or die, I could care less. I won't keep a job if the client isn't satisfied. Basically, in a nutshell, he's saying there's no one that can do a better job than him. He's not a nationalist. He doesn't care about whether you live or die. He's doing this because of himself, for his self-own interest. That is what David D is saying. This is the guy who his title is the President's Council of Economic Advisors. I don't know why this guy is still receiving his salary, but apparently he's making it clear that no one is better than him. The hubris, the arrogance in this. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, enemies, and comrades, we are getting started. Warm up. If you haven't grabbed your coffee, go grab your coffee. If you don't need a meal, go grab a meal. We are about to get into this. These are the people who are advising Ruto. Okay? This is his attitude. He can care less about you. It's all about his manifesto. He helped write the manifesto. This is a personal project for him. Okay? He's better than everybody. That's why he still has his job. So he can talk shit the way he wants. And the president cannot fire him because there's nobody better than him. And he can care less if you live or die. He can care less. You, the wananchi, who he's supposed to be serving. Because don't get it twisted, he is serving the executive. The executive is working for us, the people. So essentially, David D is advising the government on economic policies. He's advising us. His salary comes from our taxpayers' money. And he's telling you he can care less if you live or die. David D, you have outdone yourself. You know what? I hope I hope that's not true. I hope what he said is just somebody making up stuff because it's unbelievable. You know, on another note, Kalonzo Musyoka said something. Kalonzo Musyoka said something. I told you about David D. Let me get with Kalonzo. Kalonzo said this: I will not allow Raila to go back to Maandamano. Let the rest of the country do it. It should not be Raila or Kalonzo that are tear gas every time. Kenyans should speak up for themselves and not wait for Raila every time. You know what? He has a point. As much as I usually disagree with Kalonzo Musyoka, he has a point. He has a point. But where I would disagree with him is this, though, Kalonzo, even though you're being sneaky. We, the people of Kenya, were not waiting for you and Raila Odinga to go and get tear gassed. We did not ask you to go to Maandamano. We did not ask you, Kalonzo Musyoka, you and Raila Odinga. We did not ask you to go for Maandamano Nyinyi ndio mulienda pale mkasimama mkatuambia ati sijui kura yenu ilibiwa, mkaenda kutupa mawe huko mkatandikwa, alafu sasa unarudi mnaanza kusema ati sijui mnataka kuongea na Ruto. So stop the nonsense. You make a good point, but we do not look at you to expect you to lead a maandamano. We are not looking at you to lead the maandamano. If you want to maandamano, we'll go to maandamano. The country did not want to maandamana. It is you and your crazy supporters who went to the streets to maandamana. Kalonzo, stop playing with us. But you're right in principle. Nobody should wait for anybody to maandamana. People should organize by themselves and go out. Raila decided that he wanted to go maandamano. So he grabbed you, useful idiot, you and Martha Karua and the rest of you losers, and went to Kibera, okay, and grabbed unemployed youth and took him out there for maandamano. Kalonzo, we did not ask you to go to maandamano. But anyway, I've been saying a maandamano is loading, but still back to David D. You know, it's very shocking. This is bringing me to a bigger point that I want to make today. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, there's a bigger, huger, humongous point that I need to drive home. And it ties to what Kalonzo have said and what also David D's attitude towards his job. Okay? And this is the issue. And I want to highlight what Kalonzo has said. You know, in Kenya, we wait for something to happen for us to go out. When people speak up, okay? When people speak up against the government or the conditions that we live in that we are not happy about, we ridicule that person, okay? When they get arrested for protesting or for speaking out against the government or against what they are fighting for, we laugh at them and we ridicule them and say, oh, we're cheesy, this thing, you'll get killed, whatever. We discourage each other. We say, wacha, iyo, nini. So Kalonzo, in that point, he has a good point. We don't need to wait for someone like Raila Odinga or Kalonzo to come out in maandamana. But the problem is, we wait. So many people know the truth, but they don't want to speak out. They don't want to go out there and show their faces. For some of them, for a good reason. Because yes, let's not pretend. If you are a prominent person in the society and you have some influence within the society, once you start speaking up against these political elites, your life might be in danger. In fact, your life will be in danger. Okay, so I understand that part. But also, the fourth estate, the journalists, okay, the media does not help, because instead of the media asking questions, okay, prodding what these people are saying, holding them accountable for everything they utter, for every pronouncement they've ever made regarding matters governance, okay? Instead of the media doing that, we actually endorse and mythify these very corrupt cabal of colonial stooges that lead Kenya. Okay? When Martha Karua and Raila Odinga was standing there and telling us that they will collect 10 million signatures to remove Ruto, the media did not ask, how are you going to do it? And once you get those signatures, what's the next move? They never asked. They just posted it and thought it was a cute little headline. Okay? Now, with the El Nino money that's happening right now, let's get to the El Nino thing. Okay? Sakaja, among the others, have received money from the national government, millions, if not billions, for the so-called rafts and everything else in case of emergency, okay? And now, Ruto told us that the meteorologist, watu wa utabiri wa hewa, told him that the El Nino will not be there. So, where is this money going? Can they tell us? The media is not asking that question. Sakaja is in Paris, busy shopping in Champs-Élysées, wearing Gucci and expensive clothes, flying on a private jet after pocketing money, taxpayers' money that they gave him for this fake El Nino that they were telling us that we should prepare for. But no, nobody cares to question that. Nobody is questioning that. Nobody is questioning. We are still busy looking at Raila talking about he will, Raila, we are looking at Raila. Raila, please come save us. Go to Mandamano. Go sign that. Raila is telling us, oh, I'm not going to sign that recommendation until there's the price of nonsense. Instead of taking, because let me tell you, nobody will come to free you. You have to free yourself. You have to free yourself. You have to free yourself. The status quo will remain as long as you don't speak up. Don't wait for Raila Odinga. Raila Odinga is going to Mandamano not because of cost of living. Let me tell you that. We all know that. Raila Odinga and Kalonzo Musyoka is not going to Mandamano to fight for justice. Raila Odinga is going to Mandamano to secure a public office where we can actually pay him so he can have an office of prime minister or the official opposition position, whatever the case is. Raila wants a paycheck and an office and Gary Kona Bendera and bodyguards. And he wants you to call him Baba every time and clap your hands and red carpets and expensive suits and TV cameras in his face all the time. This is the kind of people that the media builds up. We still see such clowns like this with much veneration. We mythify unqualified people like Raila Odinga and Musyoka and Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta. Unqualified, lobotomized parrots that the media helps to build up, create a myth behind them, enigma. Raila Odinga. Agwambo tiringenye, chuny pain. The tiringenye, he will tiringenye you to poverty. Exploiting your plight, your condition for his own selfish gain. At least Devin D he's very open about it. He cares about his manifesto. It's about him. At least he's honest. Yes, I'm outraged, but he's honest at least. Kabogo. I don't want to say long today. Kabogo. Kabogo, Kabogo. Kabogo, listen to me, Kabogo. You are useless, Kabogo. Kabogo. Kabogo, Kabogo. Kabogo is useless. Let me tell you why Kabogo is useless. You saw how he looks. He looks like Jefferson, that guy, Jefferson, whatever. Have you watched the Jeffersons? He looks like a black version of the Jefferson show. That shows from the 70s. Did you see him on Spice FM? He's coming here now. He's acting like he's a nationalist. You know, these people are so funny. When they're in government, they ignore everything. When Uhuru Kenyatta was president, Kabogo was posting a picture of Uhuru Kenyatta in a military uniform, telling us that Fanya Fujo warning. Uhuru is the head of the armed forces. Yeah? Kabogo, I remember that because I commented in that picture. Okay? Now that his body is out of government, Uhuru is out of government, and he's also out of government, now all of a sudden he is turning into a nationalist, a patriot. Oh, you know, Mount Kenya should not worry about meeting together because it's all about the country. You know, we need equitability. Oh, we need this, blah, 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 blah. Fuck off, Kabogo. You pretender. Kabogo is a tribalist, a killer who should be convicted, who should be in jail, committee. We still remember the story of that young woman who was in your house, who you murdered. Okay, we remember that case that came and drank and you wanted some from her and she turned you down and you turned the killers to kill. Kabogo is a fucking killer. Let's not play around with that. When Uhuru Kenyatta was his president, he was his best friend. Okay? Kabogo is a tribalist, a Kikuyu chauvinist. that is now pretending to be a nationalist. Ati sijui, we need sijui nini. Ati Kikuyu should not meet. That's tribalism. Blah, blah, blah. While you're meeting, I remember Kabogo wewe. These people should be hanged to death. These Kabogo people should be hanged to death. They go to Spice FM to create their own fucking illusion, trying to fool Kenyans that now they're him and Maina Njenga. These are the people who should be killed, hanged to death by justice system. They pretend to be nice now that their buddy Kenyatta has left the office. When Uhuru Kenyatta was the president, this man was talking shit every day, acting like his shit didn't stink. Now that Uhuru Kenyatta has left, he's pretending to be a nationalist. Same thing with Martha Karua. Same thing with Anna Waiguru. Anna Waiguru, the most corrupt woman besides Mrs. Kenyatta, Mama Ngina. These pretenders. Martha Karua in 2007, when she was working for Kibaki, he was the one he didn't want even the new constitution. Now look at her. She's sitting right beside Raila Odinga, acting like mama. Oh, I care about cost of living. Oh, I care about this. Like we don't know your history. Kabogo is a killer. Kabogo made his money allegedly through selling drugs. He's a narco millionaire who has destroyed the lives of millions of young people and killed that young woman who denied him some sugar after the house party. We remember that. Kabogo, stop pretending that now you're a nationalist. You're a faker. These people, we should not give them a pass. We should remind them of their past and remind them that we, the real revolutionary, know about your history. We shall expose you. Going to Spice FM to try to clear up your history, your murderous history, we shall not let it go. We still have the fires, Kabogo. We still have the fires, Kabogo. You and Maina Njenga, you will not get away with this. You will not get away with this. As long as it's take. And Uhuru Kenyatta too. Matiangi, listen to me carefully, Matiangi. Listen to me carefully, you Matiangi. You will pay for this. Whether it's you or your kids or your kids, you shall pay for this. You shall pay for this. Kenya, we shall open these cases. Martha Karua, keep playing games hiding under Raila Odinga, pretending to be mama. Start that stupid party that you're starting with Kanini Kega, whatever Kioni, whatever the fuck that his name is. We still remember what you did in 2007 when Kenyans wanted peace and were only claiming electoral justice. And you're sitting there taking an intransigent position, not allowing democracy to take its place. In 2023, now you're pretending to sit beside Raila Odinga, acting like mama. Oh, so you had a Damascus moment, huh, Martha Karua? Kabogo, you had a Damascus moment now. Uhuru is not in power. Huh? The Kikuyus don't have power anymore. So now you're acting like Uhuru is no longer your friend, like he betrayed you. Kabogo, you non-drug dealer, allegedly. You're now faking, trying to clear up your history by going to Spice FM, acting like a nationalist. We are Kenyan revolutionaries. We remember, we have the files, you fuckface. Listen to me, Kabogo. Kabogo, you, Maraga, I mean not Maraga, that's Kisii guy. What's his name? That's Kisii guy, that interior minister that used to kill people. What's his name? From Kisii. Huh? Matiangi, Uhuru Kenyatta. We have your names down. You shall not escape this. And if you escape it, your kids will not escape this. Your children will not escape this. You killed a lot of people during Kenyatta's day. You killed a lot of people. We remember this. Raila Odinga will try to act like he did not do that. We remember it. And we shall hang you along with Raila Odinga. We shall hang you along with Martha Karua. We shall hang you along with Musyoka. Whether you like it or not, it's coming. It's coming, whether you like it or not. Justice is coming to Kenya. Okay? Justice is coming. If you don't get it in this world, you're going to get it next world. And if you don't get it next world, your kids shall get it. You shall pay for the Luos that you kill in Naivasha. You shall pay for the Luos you killed in Kisumu. You shall pay, Kabogo. Kabogo, Kabogo. Listen to me, Kabogo, you fake fuck. Listen to me. I have 5 minutes left. These pretenders that every time they leave office, now they don't have power. They can wield and pretend and walk, okay, and shit on us. Now that they don't have power, they're out of government. They're acting as if now they're nationalists, like they care about the rest of the countries. They care about the rest of the counties. They care about the other tribes. No. We have your files, Kabogo. We have your files, Kabogo. You, Matakarua Anwaiguru, Nyinjim, Matiangi, we have you. We have you. We haven't forgotten. I'm telling you, you're going to get it. You are going to get it. You're going to, if Ruto protects you, he will go down with you too. I'm telling you, you will get it. Justice is coming. These fake handshake brothers shall not help you. I'm telling you, Kabogo, I have 4 minutes left. I have 4 minutes left. I'm telling you, listen to me. Listen to me. Kenya, it's time for us to stand up. It's time for us to do what? To stand up. It's time for Kenyans to stand up. These politicians who think they can be washed like Pamba by Raila Odinga, okay? While they were in power, they were talking down on the Wananchi. They were acting as if they were untouchables. They were invisible. Okay? Kabogo, we remember that. Okay? Those drug cases, allegedly, how you became a millionaire. We shall open those cases. That girl that you killed, okay, that you sacrificed, we shall open those cases. Okay? These likes of Kabogo, okay? Maina Njenga. What's the other one? Martha Karua, Anne Waiguru. Okay? We are coming for you. Don't think we're forgotten. We are coming for you. We are coming for you. We are coming for justice. Okay? We are coming for justice. Anyway, to wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, enemies, and comrades, Kalonzo Musyoka is a proper idiot. Kalonzo Musyoka is a sycophant who hasn't accomplished anything in his life. He's known for only joking Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi's genitals. And now he's doing the same with Raila. This mongrel that is pretending to be a nice Christian is telling us that we shouldn't wait for him and Raila Odinga. Nobody was waiting for you. Okay? Kalonzo, you hear me? You, Kalonzo Musyoka. Nobody was waiting for you, Kalonzo. You're an idiot. You're worse than an idiot. You're a political prostitute. A lobotomized parrot that has no standing in the society. You made your way by endorsing and working for dictatorships, whether it was Uhuru Kenyatta, Kibaki, and Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi. Okay? The whole Azimio lineup is a bunch of crooked, washed up politicians who have nothing to offer Kenyans. You have the audacity to tell us that we shouldn't wait for you and Raila Odinga to go for Mandamano. For all we care, you can go to Mandamano, Mr. Kalonzo. Go to Mandamano. Go to Mandamano tomorrow. In fact, go right now. Go right now. Go to Mandamano. Kalonzo Musyoka. Kalonzo Musyoka, you should be castrated. Kalonzo Musyoka should be castrated. Kalonzo Musyoka should be castrated. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka should be castrated. Okay? He should. He should. We should not leave this guy alone. No. He thinks that he has the monopoly of Mandamano. I think you forgot about 2007 when Kenyans rose up. We did not wait for Raila Odinga to tell us to go to Mandamano. Kenyans almost burned down the country without you. Kalonzo Musyoka. Okay? So don't lecture us about Mandamano. You're only Mandamaraning so you can have a position. But ladies and gentlemen and brothers and sisters, it's been 30 minutes. I don't want to go past my word. I said I'll be here for 30 minutes. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, share, like. You can find me on YouTube. I'll make this short. This is the part 1. But here's my name. Here. See that name right there? Find it on YouTube. Find me on YouTube, subscribe, share, like, comment. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace for now. I'll talk to you later, okay? I'll see you later. Peace and blessings. Peace and